Well, good afternoon, my YouTube friends. It's Margaret again from M.E.s Orchids, and let's turn some fans off first of all. That's the big oscillating one, and if I turn this other one off here, let's have a look. We're in the grow room, slightly changed round again. Now I got up this morning quite early, and I sneezed, and I've never stopped sneezing since. If I bend my head, it runs from me, so I don't know whether it's because I've at last retired. I've no idea, but I tell you, I've gone through a box of tissues already. Now it's 63% in here. It was well over 70 this morning, but I've had the door open and I've been in and out, and it's 24.1. And you'll see in that corner, it's probably not too bad for you, if you'll see from underneath, I've got the full spectrum light. And what I thought I'd do is actually have this on. Now this is a corner, of course, and we've got this smallish window here, and because I have plants that hang from the window, anything that's got a corner on it does diminish the light. So I put this full spectrum light on down here, and if you notice, I don't cover anything across there. I let the light come through, filter through, and we've got the a couple of the Vandas there, and we've got the two Phalaenopsis there, which is Phalaenopsis amboyense, which is the excuse me, the far one. You can just see that nice green root, and oh sorry, that might be Samira. Well, one of them's Samira, and one of them's amboyense. So and I, oh dear, I might start to dribble because I want to bend my head. And Keith's got me this. Don't you laugh? A fitness step. Because I wanted a step. For some reason, when you get older, you lose inches off your height. So Keith's got me this step. Oh, I tell you what, it's brilliant. So I just step on, and look at this. I can reach everything. So, oh, yeah, come on and focus now. Are we focused? And this is just above this other full spectrum light here. And again, this is in a corner. So I've got things here, and I've got the light on. That's Dendrobium chryseum there. That's the, on that cork mount, that's pseudobulb, the one I call Avatar. And I've put some Tolumnias there. I've put my little ladder Jessie there. You won't see them all, but and then here I'm right up into the gods, and that's the Vanda there. And if I can just pull this one down, not this one. Oh, it's further along. I'll pull it down in a minute. It's further along, and because that's the Dendrobium polyanthum, and that's the other big Dendrobium I call on the granddad's mount. Sorry, the light's not very good there, is it? So this was that Phalaenopsis I had as a retirement gift from work. And this just sits in this corner here, and that's what I did with the, oops, I can show you, that's what I did with the, that little floppy inflorescence. Just tied it together with two Q-tips. See, and they haven't died, so I'm hopeful that they will bloom. But it's tinged with white, isn't it lovely? Beautiful. So behind there we can see the Bifrenara. Here we've got the Vanda costylis there. They've been watered. If I step down here, oh, we've got the little Cattleya there. Some of the Tolumnias, and that's this one here. Oh, let me show you this one. This one here, you remember it was on Eddie's mount? And I lost that lovely growing root, didn't I? If I bring it around now, will it show you in this light? Just about there, can you see? I've got a new, and you see the one on the other side, the one that turned brown? Well there, it's sending me out a new root. So, and that just sits over here. I won't just hang it back at the moment because sometimes they're a little bit fiddly. And Procativolia there. Can you see with that nice new growth? And this one is the Vanda miniata. Still in bud. Plenty of sunlight here. And I've got quite a few of them on here that do like the light. This is that Phalaenopsis. Look how far that inflorescence has gone. No, it's not very good, is it? Because I'm against the light here. That's better. I do apologise about that. And if we go up a little while, this one, where are we now? I'm in the wrong direction. There. There we are. That's that little Phalaenopsis that I had as a gift as well. That just sits there. That's the big Rinco Stylis. Now if I go up on the step, this one lost, well, those roots were far too heavy. And each one kept breaking. But I noticed this morning that I've got a new growing tip on that one. So I'm really chuffed about that one. Right, now let's take this one down for you. Come off the mount. And I'll just show you here. And this one is the Hieroglyphica Phalaenopsis. And this is a species one. And this is from the Philippines. Now, I've had this quite a while. And it hung up there in that little basket. I had this in December 15. So off camera, I decided to lift it out of the basket. Look at the roots, they've gone all the way down there. Attached to a little bit of hydrogen there. So I unthreaded it all. And is it going to let me show you? And there's a nice green growing tip there. And if I just gently get back on the step, making sure I don't knock this Phalaenopsis over here. That's that one there. That is the Laelia rubescens. And that's doing quite well now. That's the Alcoglossum, that new root. I'm going to be showing you that when I do the alphabet. And just tucked behind here is the Hoya. There, look at the lovely leaves. That's Hoya pubicalix. And the reason I've put it on this side is because it's got a growing tip. And I brought that other wire and hooked the wire there. And I thought, well, it can either go across the rod here or it can come this way. And let me just see if I can get this one down to come off the step. Right. This one. And this is Orchids M.E.s Sunlight. So the other day, I set two. It was in a little square basket, and I set two, and I've mounted it. There's a nice green growing tip. Nice root there. 2 roots there. So it's on this little mount now. I just do this little, I love this little step. There we go, and it just hangs there. This is the M.E.s Velcata, and that bloom's finished now, which is such a shame. And that there with all the lovely roots that's got to be watered. Most of these have been watered and fed yesterday. Even the pubic that's been watered and fed. And this is of course Pastoral Innocence, and that hasn't been watered and fed yet. So I'll take a step down. I'm not quite satisfied where everything is at the moment. I have to laugh at Keith. He's watching the Grand Prix, so that's why I've come up here. And he says, so after 38 weeks, he says, you've swapped and changed 37 times. He loves me really, I know he does. But anyway, I'm digressing. That's that little mount there. And it's got nice little roots. They're all the species ones, the little tiny ones. And these are, of course, the BLC, these are. BLC, yeah, Pink Diamond. And they've both got nice, although I'm facing the wrong direction, but they've both got nice new growths. And if I go down on one knee now, I hope that light doesn't interfere with us. That's the Phalaenopsis that I unpotted the other day and repotted. That's down there. So the Phragmipediums, and they're doing well, you see, they've got this extra light. I'm not going any further up because you'll get the glare. I mean, if I turn this light off, let me just show you. There we go. There, the light's off now. So, and there's a little Lamelatum. That's the Tubulobium. There we go. Oh, that's the other Phalaenopsis that's in flower just there. Just tucked in there nicely. And there's, you have to be careful of the light. That was that big Phragmipedium up there that I've treated with that systemic bug killer. So that's there, and that's Dendrobium a day. So if we move over here, just gently get up, I'll take you around this way. Show you everything. Everything's laid out very nicely. That's the species Tolumnia. And the frags there, all doing very nicely. Oh, I've managed to put my big Coleogyne Berfidiense. I've managed to hook it there. So it's quite high up, and it does actually have the light. Switch this light off here. There. I'll take you back now. There, you see. So when the sun goes down, and I put that light on, we put the centre light on now. There we go. Everything. That Phalaenopsis here. Now, I don't know how I did it. You'll see it's in that terracotta pot there. And it got crown rot. And the only reason I was aware of that is the centre leaf fell out. And I thought, oh goodness gracious. But I didn't panic. What I did was just ignore it. And this one here, I thought, a few weeks ago, I thought that was an inflorescence. And blow me down, it's not an inflorescence, it's a keiki. So it's been damaged from crown rot and has sent its own little keiki up. So eventually that will flower just like the mother plant did. So I'm really chuffed about that. And that one's called Wild Peach. So if we take you over here now, if I go back this way slowly, as you can see, the mother phalaenopsis are doing really well. I take you over here. Some of these are the Dendrobium phalaenopsis. The ones with the open basket are the Denfels. I think those two are Helen. And because this one here, in the terracotta pot, that's King Splash Red Zip. Or Red Zip King Splash. One way or the other. That's one of the big three sisters. This is my Dendrobium Chrysotoxum. Now what I did with that yesterday, I actually hadn't repotted that, and I must have had it well over 12 months now. It was a solid mass inside, but when I checked and looked at it, there was a section of it. I'll take you back over here now. There was a section of it that seemed as though it was a separate entity, and it's this one here. Now, one or two have had that leaf will eventually fall off, but this one's got a new growth. It's got one coming from the bottom, and it's got that one, and it's got the it could be there. That's where the flowers come from. So I've actually got two of those now, and I've put one in an open type square. There we are. Can you see? And one in the terracotta. Going back over this way now, and just to see how they fare. That's another one of the three sisters there. You see how big it is, for how much part of the shelf it takes up. This one here is the Bulbophyllum lobii, and it's sending out that nice new root. So I'm glad I didn't throw that one away. And this is the Scaphoglottis, doing very well. So if I take you back this way and take you to this area, there we go. These are some of the Phalaenopsis, all with nice shiny leaves. Now let's have a look. I wonder where that's come from. I think that's come out of my Nellie Isla. I've watered them this morning. That's the species Oncidium Powii. It's got that new growth there, and it's got that new growth there. And that's Pathiopedilum Columbokingii. Doesn't look too well, that one leaf, but maybe it's just because it's an old leaf. That's that little Phalaenopsis there that I mounted. And taken to that mount very nicely. And this here is Dendrobium Thyssiflorum. Now whether I'll have buds, flowers this year, I'm not too sure. I'm just trying to find where the other one is, because what I did with this one, and also the Dendrobium Spring Dreamer pollen, I kept the old canes. Now I can see Spring Dreamer pollen. Oh yeah, it's over there. It's on the other shelf. I'll just finish what I'm saying on this side first. And oh, that's one I forgot, didn't I, when I did the D's? I've got to do the my dendrobiums, the second part, the ones that are all in pots. But when I was doing the other one, that's the Dendrobium Helderpoxen. Recently mounted, found its little niche there. And I'm going to be doing the potted ones when I can get my big octagonal table out, because there's that many of them. And what I want to try and do later is, this is the Dendrobium delicatum. Look at that. Lovely big plant. But this morning, just past this, doesn't matter about that. Can you see? See if I can hold it up. There. And you see, now that, if I take you up there, has got no growing tip on. So that's decided to die back, and that's slightly soft. So I'm going to shortly set up this tripod and bring you into the kitchen, and we'll have a look at that together, because you can't leave that. I can't afford to have that turning into an infection and affecting the rest of the plant. So if I gently go this way, gently as we do it. While I'm here, that little African violet there, little axel, look at the buds on it. So I've put that there, just under the windowsill, so it can get the maximum light. Okay, if I bring you over here now, gently without rushing you too much. Then, that is the 3 canes from Spring Dreamer pollen. Look, a new growth there. This was the one that the cakeys that I separated and put in this pot here. I don't know what that, why the leaves are like that, I've no idea. But anyway, it seems healthy enough. And those are the canes from the Dendrobium Thistiphorum. So I had a look yesterday, but nothing appears to be happening there. But I'm going to keep my eye on them, because I don't want to throw them away, because they're quite decent canes actually, and it's possible that they will rejuvenate from the bottom and send a nice new growing tip out. And that's there is the Phaeus tancusfolia. What's that doing? Is it sending anything out? That was something watered yesterday. Looks as though we could have some kind of an inflorescence there, or something growing. Won't let me get in any closer. I've got some leaves there. Can you just see it there? So I will go downstairs I'm so chuffed that my nose hasn't been running while I've been doing this video. I will go downstairs now, have a cup of tea, and then I will come back and set the tripod up. There's the Seidendenfinia hanging there, and the two, there's that one there with the back to us, and that one, and they are, oh dear, let me just have a think. Peaches, and the peaches. So I wanted them to get that extra sunlight there. So I'm going to put the fan back on now, and that one's still struggling, but we'll keep our fingers crossed. And that's the Phalaenopsis tetraspis with that big long inflorescence. Right, so from me to you, I bid you farewell at the moment, and we'll be back. Bye-bye now.